Hey everybody, it's Kathy Haig here at Terrace Honda, and we have a 2022 Honda Odyssey. And finally, with all the vehicle shortages and everything that's been going on, I know it's been scarce everywhere. Now this is a sold order, but I want to give you a quick run through so that if you're considering getting a Honda Odyssey for your family and household, you at least have an idea what it looks like and some of the features that it has. And there's some really exciting things. Minivans are not what they were when I was growing up, maybe you as well, and they're just very, very comfortable, very streamlined, a lot of technology, and just really great for moving people and families around. So let's take a look here. So the first thing we're going to cover here is the different models, or also known as trim levels, that the Honda Odyssey has for this year. Of course, with everything that's happened in the last couple of years, most manufacturers have cut back on some of the different models that they have. So for 2022, the trim levels for the Honda Odyssey start with the EX. There's no LX model this year, but it starts with the EX with the rear entertainment system. So even though it's the most basic model, you still have the rear entertainment system for your kids, for trips and such. The EXL, which is the next one up, which goes to full leather and more options. You can have the choice of either the navigation system, the Garmin navigation system, or the rear entertainment system. And then you go up to the touring. So there's the four models for this year. Now, secondly, is the fact that Honda has gone to a more slicked up look the last few years. The gear shifts have been replaced with push buttons, makes it easier to keep clean. There's a whole variety of technology like your idle off feature, your snow mode, which changes your traction control. You have econ mode. But just as important to know is the fact that they are all V6s with variable cylinder management, so they are very fuel efficient. They're front wheel drives, and their transmission is auto with a 10-speed automatic transmission and grade logic control. They have, like I said, the idle stop feature, and what's really cool as well is the fact that you have tri-zone air conditioning. So the front, the back, and the difference in the front seats, you can each have your own. And don't worry, mom and dad can control the rear and actually lock it into place if there's a battle going on back there. So that makes it easier to keep everybody in line. Now, third on the list, we're going to cover some of the technology. Honda has always really liked their technology and been quite advanced in that direction. But here are some of the most important things I think that you might want to know about, the Honda Odysseys in particular. Now, I think most manufacturers are going to this, but all the Honda Odysseys this year have the childminder or feature, the rear seat minder, it's called, so that there's never the chance of accidentally forgetting that you have a child or that there's somebody back there. Very important. You have in the rear two 2.5 amp plug-ins to recharge ports, as well as an HDMI plug-in in case you're putting in an extra CD player or something that you have for a trip. You do, of course, have the rear entertainment system, which is super handy, as you might imagine. And all Hondas now have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, which allows you to use all the features on your phone that are, safety-wise, like Spotify, Google Maps, all those things, right on your screen, rather than, trying to, pay attention to your phone, so that you can drive safely. You get to use them just like you do your radio. Now, Honda is known for its fabulous clear multi-angle cameras. You have wide angle like this, which makes it really easy to see up and down the street when you're stuck between big vehicles. Angle parking, you can just back out an inch. You can narrow it down, maybe if you have like a narrow driveway or garage, and you can actually take a quick look right behind you to make sure that the neighbor's cat or your kids didn't leave, their bike behind you or whatever, just to give it a quick check. Now there's two features which I just think are so fabulous. If you have kids, or multiple guests, you have what's called social playlist, and basically this allows you to, with multiple kids, but they all come with their own devices these days, and everybody wants to play their songs or whatever it is they've got going on. So you can actually have them all connect their devices, and you can organize their playlists so that everybody gets a turn, and your trip doesn't turn into a battle. And the other thing is cabin talk. This is such a driver friendly sort of thing. You can have it directly into their headphones. So if they're watching a video or whatever back there, you can actually get their attention. But you can talk just from the mic right there, and get their attention without having to turn and yell back. You doing the doing the mom or dad yell, which of course contributes to much safer driving. Okay, number 4, we're going to talk about the cargo area, the passenger area, getting in and out, and some of the features this has. Because even with this basic model, I mean, you both have power doors on both sides. Your passengers can control it from the inside on both sides. You have it right on your key fob. Oh, and they all have remote start, by the way, your vans. And you also have up by your dash, I'll show you later here, but you have buttons that mom and dad can control or actually lock out as the driver. Now, a few years back, Honda changed their seating so that all Odysseys can be 8 or 7 seaters. They've made them really versatile. So they've made it, you can see the little cloth hook there. You can take and pop this middle seat out, and you can leave these seats as captain seats, or, and this is the same on both sides, you see in underneath here you have a handle, and you can slide that seat over so that you have a shorter bench seat, and it makes it easier to get in and out here. And you could do that from either side. I think the most common is from the passenger side, of course, because it's curbside. That's where most people are going to be getting in and out. But in general, you can do whatever you like, or you can leave it, like I said, with captain seats and the Great Divide if you have, maybe siblings that need a little space between them. Now, these are the controls that you have on the driver's side to be able to open and close the doors. Like you can control, where everybody's getting out when you pull up to the curb. But if you have little people back there who like to push buttons, you can also take and lock it out so that they can't just open the doors, when they shouldn't be as well. Now, your rear space to get in at the back, if you've got all 8 seats, is just a quick release with that handle there, and you do still have lots of legroom in the back. Hands down, the Odysseys out of all the Hondas have the best legroom, for hauling multiple people around. Your rear cargo area has a lot of room, which makes it handy for groceries and sports gear. And the nice thing is that you can take and actually just flip this down right into the floor, both sides, or you can leave it as a 60-40 split. And, if you're needing to move something larger. And those middle seats, you can do a couple of things with. You can fold them flat. You can flip them right up behind the front seats, or you can pop them out altogether, maybe if you're in the middle of moving and just need to get them out of the way altogether. Now, number 5 I wanted to cover is some of the safety and driving features. Honda is very well known for its Honda sensing features and for being top of the line when it comes to safety and the way their vehicles are built. So even though there's a lot to be said about these, there's going to have to be several other videos on this, and I know Honda's got some on each of these. You do have your forward collision warning, your accelerated forward vehicle detect, road departure mitigation, lane keeping assist, and you even have traffic sign recognition, which means that when you're driving down the road, you can have the traffic sign recognition on. You didn't notice because your kids were, talking to you from the back. You can actually have it remind you what the speed limit is, which is super cool and super helpful. But you also have things like a tire pressure monitoring system, hill start assist, and just all those things that help make having a vehicle easier and easier to drive. And number 6 is just the way they look. I mean, they've been redesigned and they're slick, they're modern, they're made to be streamlined and fuel efficient. And when you get in, they're comfortable. They are easy to be in for long trips or short drives, and just so user and maintenance friendly. Now, there's a lot of other features and, of course, things to detail in on about the 22 Honda Odyssey. But I hope this gives you a start and an idea of what you're looking for. Now, like I say, these have been in short supply, like everything else and every other dealer out there. The reason we have this is because somebody actually ordered it, and so I'm giving you this preview here before it goes to its new home. You're welcome to give me a call anytime or send me a message about more details on these Odysseys, or to order one, whatever it is that you want to know. I look forward to hearing from you. Leave me a comment below wherever it is you're watching this, and you have a fantastic day. Bye for now.